Aaron Gordon, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Dan. I'm start with you, Dan. It looks like y'all started with a international draft this period. Talk about the three players that you got. Nadia, Isabel, I want to say Matilda. Is that correct?
Yep.
Talk about those three players that you got from overseas.
Yeah. Thanks for the question, Emmanuel. Great to see you. As we're building this roster, both now and in the future, we're always looking for ways to add talent and add assets. And we took a look at this draft and where we were picking, and we wanted to take the best possible talent for the future. And we thought we did that with these three picks. And we're really happy with how we wound up. And we're also really happy and looking forward for this 2024 season.
Anything else, Emmanuel?
And Coach, talk about that. Bringing this talent in and meshing it with the team. What are you looking for these three young ladies when they come over in the training camp?
Well, yeah. What I think what we're super excited about these players are that they're young talent. So we're not looking to bring them this year. We're looking to allow them to continue to develop. They've already shown that so far what they've been able to do at such a young age, and so we expect for them to continue to build and continue to get better over the next year or so, and be able to infuse that young talent with our group in the future.
We'll go ahead, Hunter.
Hey, for Dan, can you talk a little bit about Nadia's defensive versatility and what you saw with that with her game?
Yeah, she's a long, athletic wing who immediately brings energy on the court. She takes up a lot of space. She's great in the open court. And to T's point, she's 19 years old. With a athletic ability like that, she continues to hone her skill and enhance her game, playing competitively, playing professionally. We really like what the future could hold for this 19-year-old.
Anything else? We'll go to Mark. Mark, go ahead.
Hey, y'all. First off, congrats on the draft. For both of you, and starting with you, Tanisha, when you have players who, like, obviously they're playing overseas, and like you mentioned, they're not going to come over this year. How do you kind of work to still have a relationship or kind of keep tabs on them and stay in touch with them as they're still developing overseas?
Yeah, obviously that's the hard part, right? Because you're in season, but luckily there's an off season, and most of our off season is their season. So it's just about taking the time out and really going to connect with those players, showing up and showing your interest with those players. So maybe we'll head out to Australia and we'll see the Aussies. I got some friends in Australia, so it'll be nice to go connect and see these young players as they continue to develop and get better.
We'll go to Bailey. Bailey, go ahead.
Hey, Coach Bailey Burmaster from Atlanta News First, the sports director over there. I'm just curious, when you have such young players, especially 19 years old, what do you tell them about Atlanta and the WNBA when they're getting ready to make that mark?
Yeah, I think to be honest that they see the WNBA. I think this is something that they strive to get to and want to play at and show their best selves. So this is the peak league. This is the top league in the world. And so I think they have a good understanding of what the WNBA is and what that brings. But really the talk and the rhetoric and the language is to continue to just improve and continue to get better. This is where we see you guys at now. This is how you can continue to improve. So as you're going out and you're in your professional career, try to work on these things, and that'll help you as you get to the WNBA. So that's really the language, but for them to continue to go out, have fun, and enjoy the process and the journey that they're on.
And finally, we'll wrap up. Hunter, I know your hand is up again, so just one more question.
Yeah, for Dan, can you talk a little bit more about your other two picks with Isabel Borlase and then also with Matilda? What did you see with them that made you comfortable taking that pick here?
Yeah, Borlase is a professional player, has some great Australian national team experience. Tough guard, has size for a guard. She's going to continue to develop her outside game. But, the skill set she has at that position, we think bodes well for this league. From Via's perspective, great court vision. She's a, facilitator, also getting great experience right now playing pro ball in Europe. So really, really like her ability to see the court, crafty, some of that European game to her. And you know, like Pooch, really excited to see how they grow from a 19-year-old into a 20, 21, 22-year-old.
Thank you everyone for the time.
Thank you, guys.